What's up YouTube? Capital G here, checking out the last and final piece of Evil Hero support that's going to be coming out of the Duelist Pack 22. This new field spell just got revealed and it is straight from the anime. It's called Supreme King Castle, and again, if you've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 3, my personal favorite season of the anime, you know exactly about Supreme King Jaden'S castle. They had some duels there, and it's kind of cool to see that they made it into an actual card. Anyways, this card has two effects. The first one is you can fusion summon a fusion monster that must be special summoned by Dark Fusion with the effect of a card not named Dark Fusion. The second effect says once per turn during damage calculation, if your fiend monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send one evil hero monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. That is a cost. Your battling monster gains attack equal to the sent monster's level times 200 until the end of the turn. Okay, let me first off start by saying I cannot be the only one that finds it incredibly bizarre that Konami would put such a heavy emphasis on Dark Fusion with all the evil hero fusion monsters and you kind of needing that card to summon your fusions. Hell, even the new support largely revolves around Dark Fusion, only to have the final card essentially circumvent you even needing to run Dark Fusion to begin with. I just think that it's just kind of fun to me. But obviously the first effect, well, to me it kind of feels like another thing kind of taken from the anime. It feels like to me Konami clearly wants you to be able to summon your evil hero fusion monsters using super polymerization. The deck technically has a way of searching super polymerization. I just don't think you're going to reliably be able to use it. But now you can use things like regular poly, you can use super poly. Maybe the door is open for Vision Hero Vion to be ran in the deck because obviously that just like searches polymerization, and super polymerization now gives you a lot of offense potentially because you can maybe close your opponent out in a single turn with like a big super poly play. I feel like the second effect is a lot more relevant when it comes to this card because the second effect, it gives you more damage just straight up and it doesn't actually take any advantage. I mean, with this second effect, I'd have no problem attacking with maybe a Malicious Bane and then throwing another Malicious Bane from my extra deck into my graveyard and just getting a free 1600 more damage on top of the stat boost that I'm already going to get from the card. You can also dump something like the Sinister Necrom into the graveyard. Your monster would gain 1000 attack, and then during your next turn, or maybe even during that turn, you could activate Sinister Necrom's effect. You could summon another evil hero monster from your deck by banishing it. So it seems pretty good. Also keep in mind the Supreme King Castle does technically say Dark Fusion in the text of the card. This means that it is searchable from a Duster Gold. I mean, because of that and because things like, you know, terraforming exist, I kind of feel like this is probably just a one-of because it's not a card that really does anything in your first turn. Although the way that evil heroes have shaped up, I definitely see them as a go second deck. Now that you can use super poly, now that you have a way of giving your fusion monsters or really any of your monsters just, you know, more free damage and getting your graveyard loaded up at the same time, yeah, I definitely would run one copy of this card. I feel like it just kind of adds a little more value and a little more kind of free damage in your battle phase. So I do wish that we would have gotten a fusion spell, like another fusion spell for evil heroes, or maybe a second fusion monster. But I think that the evil hero support is it's okay. We'll see in the future if Konami does incorporate evil heroes into, you know, one of the core booster sets as they did with Destiny Heroes and Dark Neostorm, because I do feel like evil heroes are just a few cards away from being that you know, that regional top 8 level deck. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.